My name is Chioma Innocent, and as usual, it's time for us to have another exciting, educative, and informative conversation right here on Matters. Matters is that program where we discuss and analyze the issues, everyday issues, as it affects you and I, the issues that happen in the Nigerian polity. We try to analyze these issues. We also try to give you a voice so that you can get to be a part of the conversation and also let us know what you think about the happenings around you. Okay, it's 8 minutes past 2 p.m. right here on the number one station that gives you a voice. As you know, Matters comes to you every weekday from Mondays till Fridays. We get to have a series of conversations, and today, as usual, we'll be having these conversations because they are very, very important. We don't just bring up these topics maybe to rile up the polity or just because we want to speak. No, we'll bring up these issues with a view to finding a solution. We try to give you a voice, okay? Let the government hear your voice. Let them know what the citizens want from them. You get to hear about the government and what they're doing, their reforms and policies all day, every day in the news, right? The government needs to hear you as well. They need to hear the news of what you think about their policies, their reforms, and everything literally going on in the Nigerian polity. During the course of the conversation, I'll be joined by Esther Nwachuku, so that we can get to talk about all of the issues that affect you and I today. So tell a friend to tell a friend that Matters has just begun, okay? In the course of the conversation, I'll let you know the numbers that you can call to be a part of the conversation. In the meantime, we're streaming live on YouTube. All you need to do is head on to the YouTube app, type into the search bar VOP 903 FM, and you can get to be a part of the conversation. Okay, we're streaming live, so head on over to YouTube to see what is going on. In case you want to put a face to the name, or you want to put a face to the voice, or you just want to see what our studio setup looks like, head on over to YouTube right now. I know data prices are literally over the roof at the moment, but yes, you can just take a peek before you get back to your terrestrial listening device. Okay, yes, let me know your name and where you're calling from, but before that, let me introduce to you the topics which we'll be talking about today. All right, I saw this. I read up this particular report, and it made me so sad. It made me really, really sad. We'll be showing videos of that if you're watching on YouTube. Okay, it's very sad because I'm wondering where did the issue come from. But before we begin to actually analyze this particular one, let me let you know what is going on. So a 10-year-old burglar has been arrested in Oyo State, in a community in Oyo State. That is, a 10-year-old boy was caught in the Olaoba community, Sabo, Oyo, after allegedly breaking into homes and stealing valuables. Now, the video, which was shared by Oyo Affairs, was captioned, "A 10-year-old burglar was apprehended in the Olaoba community, Sabo, Oyo. He had been breaking into people's homes and stealing valuables." And then, of course, is accompanied by a video link that you can watch and actually see what is going on and see the moment where this child actually was arrested while committing a burglary. And it is so sad, because what do we chalk this up to? Do we say it is due to moral decadence? Do we say it is due to no parental guidance? Or do we say it is due to economic constraints, or the fact that the economy is really, really bad? When you actually see the video of the way the young boy was climbing the wall to get into people's houses and steal their valuables, it leaves you wondering, this young boy literally is climbing into the roof of people's homes through the manhole, the ones in the roof, right? And you're wondering, he's just 10 years old. Could there be a situation whereby there are certain people within the community who have been sending him on such criminal errands? Could there be that there was a gang somewhere who have showed him how to do these things? Because this child is too young to just have this knowledge out of nowhere. He's just 10 years old. So whom do we blame for this? Do we also blame the government for this? Do we also blame the economic realities for this? Can we say hunger is the reason why a 10-year-old boy is breaking into people's houses and stealing their valuables? Can we say that it is because there was no parental guidance? Can we say it is due to the moral decadence of the society? What really is the reason? I'm very sure you will not be happy to see a situation whereby the neighbors are reporting to you that your 10-year-old child broke into their house to steal things, to steal valuables. you would definitely not be happy with that at all, because this is just a child, and I feel so terrible for the future of such a child if he is not rehabilitated promptly. Because if he's already committing burglary at the age of 10, imagine if all he gets is a slap on the wrist, and then he just goes ahead. Next time it may be worse. Next time it may even go as high as armed robbery. And I do not pray for that. I do hope that the people who will be in charge of this child from now onwards would actually reform him, would actually take him, say, maybe from the correctional centers for certain therapy. I don't know if therapy is even something we take really, really seriously in this country, because some people feel, oh, you have to be rich or you have to have money before you can go to therapy. If such a young child at just 10 years old can be doing stuff like this, imagine if he's 20. Imagine when he's 30, if he continues with this criminal lifestyle. It's just so sad. And I'm going to urge parents, I know that you're very busy trying to put food on the table for your children, right? But you should also pay attention to the kind of friends that they keep, the kind of places that they go to, the kind of things that they say, the kind of things that they want, the kind of things that they desire, the kind of things they ask you to buy for them, the kind of movies that they watch, the kind of content that they watch on social media, because you do not know where the influence is coming from for this child at the age of 10 to be able to find his way to enter people's house through the roof, go in and steal their valuables and steal things that he may not even need. Is it hunger, or is it the fault of the parents? So that's the very first topic we'll be looking at today. I would want everyone listening to us who is a parent to actually wade into this particular issue. Okay, I want to hear what you have to say about it. What do you think is the reason for this issue? Is it the moral decadence in the society, or just the parents that are not paying attention to their child, and then actually not paying attention to the fact that maybe he is joined a gang of bad people who are just doing criminal things in society? We know that there is a certain age children get to, they exhibit some kind of stubbornness, they exhibit just some kind of behavior that when you look at it, you ask yourself, where did this child pick this up from? But petty, if they're just picking things, it's different from actually petty thievery. Is way different. And so I would want to hear from you on this particular issue. And then of course we'll be looking at Lagos Assembly leadership crisis. 27 APC lawmakers planning to join us, a Labour Party. So the National Publicity Secretary of the Julius Abure-led Labour Party, Abayomi Arabambi, is saying on Tuesday, he actually told journalists in Ogun State, in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, that very soon about 27 APC lawmakers in the Lagos State House of Assembly will dump the ruling All Progressives Congress and move to the opposition Labour Party in Lagos due to the House leadership crisis, which took a disturbing turn on Monday. You do remember that the DSS literally invaded the Lagos House of Assembly on Monday. We do not know if they were trying to forestall the breakdown of law and order, but actually from the video circulating online, you could see that it was their presence that actually led to the breakdown of law and order in the assembly complex that particular day. And so Arabambi is saying the Labour Party will be welcoming 27 APC members very soon. I spoke to Mr. Peter Anaske on the World News at 12, and he said that Abayomi Arabambi is hallucinating, and this is something that can never happen, especially when you look at the fact that if the lawmakers defect, that they would be losing their seats. And also, who wants to leave the ruling party, the party with the might, the party with the numbers, the party with the majority of political office holders across the country, to actually move to a party which was largely shrouded in obscurity before the 2023 elections, or before the emergence of the presidential candidate in 2022, a party which has been embroiled in internal fracas for a while now, a party which has been embroiled in a leadership crisis. He said that if they are leaving, they cannot be leaving due to this crisis because they do not have a particular, a good reason. They cannot say there is an inter-party conflict within the APC for them to leave. And the Lagos Assembly crisis is not enough for the lawmakers to say that they will be leaving. And so Abayomi Arabambi may just be speaking based on wishes. You know, if wishes were horses, even beggars would ride. I want to know what you think about this situation. Like I said, Yes, very, very soon the phone lines will be open and we'll get to hear from you. These are not the only issues which we'll be discussing, but for right now, these are the two issues which I'll be introducing to you. We'll be discussing really well on these particular issues. Okay, so I'll let you know the numbers to call when it's time. Okay, I really, really want to hear from you. I'm excited for this one. Unfortunately, we do not have a lot of time today, but in the short time that we have, yes, we will have these conversations. It's very important that we have these conversations. So 17 minutes past 2 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend. That Matters has just begun. We're streaming live on YouTube. So all you need to do is head on over to YouTube and type into the search bar VOP 903 FM. VOP 903 FM. And you can get to be a part of the conversation. I would also really like to know what you think about the fact that the police is saying that the two killers of the Anambra lawmaker have escaped from police custody. That's two of the murder suspects, they're suspected in the killing of the Anambra lawmaker, who was actually abducted on December 24 and killed on December 26, and his body was discovered just a few weeks ago. A very, very tragic one there. It's so sad that we have people walking amongst us who have evil intent and do not find anything wrong with actually perpetrating evil against their fellow man. So many videos circulating online these days, especially when tragic incidents like this occur, and you can actually see the perpetrators. You can see the perpetrators holding machetes and macheting people, making videos. Why are you making videos of something so gory? It is terrible. I hate seeing things like that. Gosh, it makes me so sad. It makes me so angry, because this is a person. This was a person with hopes, with dreams, with ambitions. This was someone who slept and wake up and dreamed about tomorrow. This was someone who dreamed about the future. And you take their life just like that, and the police has the effrontery to allow them escape. Why now? How come? These are not people who are suspected of armed robbery. This is murder we're talking about. Murder for ransom. This is murder and kidnapping for ransom that we're talking about. Wiped out about 100 million naira from his account, and you're carelessly letting the murder suspects escape. How now? How? And that is why there's a certain school of thought who believe that there might actually be collusion on the part of the police operatives who were actually meant to be shielding these kidnappers or to be taking care of them. Because how did they escape? Were they on handcuffs? Did they have chains on their legs? Because someone cannot be suspected of murder and you're taking them out, because the police are saying that the escape happened when the murder suspect actually followed their police handlers to go identify a co-conspirator. And so you're doing that and you leave them free, their hands free, their legs free, their mouths free, and not even putting on a uniform, so that when people see them outside, they can actually tell that this person is an escapee, and you let them escape just like that. I cannot fathom the level of carelessness it takes to actually allow something like that happen. Do we really have value for human life in the Nigerian society? Because if we do, we'll be making sure that the people who are meant to face the long arm of the law are not running away. Cast your mind back to what happened last year with the Binance official who actually also escaped from custody of where he was kept, allegedly on the orders of the National Security Advisor. You have DSS protectors, you have the police there, and possibly even the military, and yet someone was allowed to escape just like that. Honestly, when you're giving criminals this kind of treatment, this kind of treating criminals with this kind of levity, treating them with kid gloves, how do we know that our security operatives are actually working towards the good of Nigerians? And there is no reason why the policemen who were on duty when these two criminals or these two suspects escaped, there is no reason why they should not be answering for it at this moment. And I do hope they're answering for it. I do hope that they are made to provide these criminals. I do hope that thorough investigation is conducted to see if there was actually a conspiracy or a collusion on the part of those their police handlers. I would really want to know. We know that there are certain elements within our security forces who are actually saboteurs, people who actually empathize with the people on the other side, people who empathize with the criminals, that they are meant to be protecting Nigerians from. You now came and told me that somebody escaped just like that. Who does that? Where does that happen? Honestly, is so sad. So sad. It's 22 minutes past 2 p.m. right here on the number one station that gives you a voice. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. My name is Choma Innocent. Time to let me know your name. Okay, I want you to wade into some of these situations in a very, very, very short while. You'll be hearing another voice along with mine right here on Matters. So this is Matters. Let's discuss all these matters. They affect you and they affect me as well. Before I let you know the phone lines, in case you're just joining us, welcome to Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Let me reiterate to you some of the topics which we'll be talking about today. Not all, okay, because some other topics will still be coming up later on in the conversation as time permits. But right now we're talking about the 10-year-old boy who was caught going from house to house and committing burglary in Oyo State. And I just want to know what you think about that. There is no gainsaying the fact that our society has actually descended when it comes to certain aspects of our morality. And I dare say this is due to money worship. This is due to rampant cases of money worship, whereby people don't care how you make your money as long as you have that money, and they tend to actually rally around you, praise you. They tend to, no matter what it is, even if you obtained your money through fraudulent means, people don't want to know you're rich. I mean, the money is there and they know that they can benefit from that largest as at that point. They do not care how the money comes. Would you say that this dissension into this level of this level of money worship is one of the reasons why children as young as 10 years old want to be seen as having things, because they feel that their value is tied to what they have or what they can provide? Would you say this child is actually doing this to feed his family? This child is way too young to be the one to shoulder the responsibility of feeding his family in any way. And so I'm shocked at the way a 10-year-old child could actually have what it takes. This is a child who should be playing with his mates on the field, playing football, building Lego house, playing with bricks, playing with reading his books. Honestly, if we're talking about all the things that he should be doing, I could count 101 things that this child could be doing rather than entering into people's roofs. And I want to know what you think about the situation, why you think that this is happening, because I'm very, very sure you would not be happy if this was a child that you knew or a child that was remotely related to you. All right, after that we're looking at Abami Arabambi, the factional national publicity secretary of the Julius Saburi-led Labour Party, saying that 27 APC lawmakers in Lagos State will soon be leaving the APC to come and join the Labour Party due to the crisis in the Lagos Assembly. He's saying that there is an unnamed interest group that is trying to smuggle Obasa back to the House as a leader of the House and remove the current Speaker Mojisola Miranda, and saying due to that, there's certain lawmakers who are not happy with what's going on in the party. They're not happy with what's going on. And so very, very soon, these lawmakers will be coming to join the Labour Party. Anyway, I did tell you that I will not be doing the show alone today. Very, very soon, you'll be hearing another wonderful voice. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, where is my bell? It's so far away from me. Esther Wachku is in the studio. Good afternoon, Esther. How you doing? Let me let you catch your breath actually before I welcome you. You look so good, Esther. Make her they go, make you continue, Jare. Make her they go, make her they go.
No anything.
Are you fine, no, Esther? Oh, give me enough. Are you there? Good afternoon.
I did, Jara, body.
I'm great.
I just
Welcome to Matters.
I just didn't hear
you. You just express.
I'm like, okay, how far?
I'm great. Happy Wednesday. How you doing?
Same to you. Choma, Lagos hot.
See, the world is hot. Global warming.
No, this one.
Climate change. Global frying.
This one is cooking. It's steaming. There's no need to go to a steaming bath.
Global boiling.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm great, Esther.
Wonderful.
When you read the newspapers in Nigeria, if you wake up with euphoria, even if you have a good dream, and you wake up and you're just basking in the euphoria, in the sweetness of that dream, and then you just open one of these online news sites, you just get so angry.
The listeners sometimes don't understand the psychological state we need to put ourselves anytime we come on this radio to literally help you understand or help ourselves, educate ourselves.
You have to distance yourself from the story.
You have to emotionally distance yourself from the story. Sometimes you may get so immersed in it that if you're not careful, you may overreact more than how whoever is
And you're supposed to be professional through it all.
Is listening. So sometimes I wouldn't lie to you. It's something else. But I think it's part of the profession to learn to compartmentalize yourself psychologically, emotionally, mentally, and then just objectively, express yourself and reel out issues as best as we can reel them out. Did you speak? I listened to you in the World News at 12 when you talked about the fact that those who killed Justice Azuka,
yes,
the Labour Party House of Rep member in Anambra State, that 2 of them escaped.
I cannot fathom the level of carelessness on the part of their police handlers.
No, this is not carelessness. I'm thinking of this.
There's a collusion.
It's not making sense.
Or conspiracy.
It's a different thing if you say, okay, you're investigating the matter. These individuals have denied that they were not part. They took you to where they dumped that man's body along with other 3 unknown persons, because they dropped the body along with other corpses there. That place is like a graveyard for them to carry out their nefarious act. And you allowed 2 of them. You see the reason why sometimes all the security outfits, they just buy the people. They don't even bother taking them to the police because they always feel that there is something not right. So when they catch them, to just take them out. But they needed to keep them, to ask them questions, to know if there was a political undertone to abducting the man after collecting money. They also needed to know their syndicates. They needed to find out a lot of things. How did 2 of them escape?
Here's the story that the police is giving us, Esther, that actually, the police took them. They were supposed to go and show their co-conspirators, so maybe the person that supplies them vehicles to carry out their nefarious activities.
You carried all of them to show you?
I think it's just the 2 people that escaped.
So they were not in handcuffs?
They were not, their legs were not chained.
So
you tie them to each other, make you tie their clothes like this together.
Not their clothes.
There's
a chain
tie them rope for waist
together. That they even tried to move too fast. The stuff.
Esther, did you see that video of illegal immigrants who were being escorted to a plane by the Trump administration, and they were chained on their feet were chained and they were handcuffed?
How did they escape? What, 1 or 2 police officers were conveying them, and then they ran out of the vehicle? Choma, I see this as plan
funny,
work.
It's
funny.
And the police don't shout, "Hey, stop there, all and there, all and there."
It's not a joke.
No, it really isn't funny.
It's despicable.
It really isn't funny.
I don't understand how the police wants to explain this. Whoever were the ones that were accompanying those men to wherever it is they needed to show them up, I'm sorry, I'm giving the verdict. They should be tried. They should be put in jail. There is no excuse. No, it's unfathomable. It's not a joke.
It doesn't make sense.
These guys were caught in the act. You checked their phones. Choma, did you see the gory?
Yeah, I was talking about it. It's these days when I want to watch people's. I remember coming on air to I want to handsome. They know they post this kind of thing. I know they like them because what do you mean? They were so brazen. They were making
They've
videos.
Been carrying out this act. They were laughing did you see what they were doing? Boys, small boys. You
now caught them. You now allowed them to escape.
You're saying, look, so you said the police were saying what? Let us hear the official explanation. No, let us hear now. This is the seated corruption I'm talking about. What did they say is their excuse?
All right. The commissioner of police in the state explained that the 2 suspects were assisting police operatives. They had gone out with the operatives for an investigation to arrest a receiver of vehicles used by the criminal gang. Okay. So it seems when they kidnap a person, there's somebody that helps them dispose of it.
Don't explain for me.
Wait, now police talk said they carry the 2 suspects. We won't go show them co-conspirator.
Then
say this now the people where we follow the do a bad thing.
Then disappear.
Now so they just not see them again. They don't tell us say they run or they fly or they jump or they use Okada.
What nonsense talk is that? How can the police come out to open their mouth and give such an official statement?
Esther, so you mean that this is a country where monkeys swallowed money?
Chuma, it's insane. Are you telling me that up till now Nigerians are that mentally gullible?
I don't
that
like
we are intellectually inept.
They don't put effort
that they will wake up in the morning and cook up a.
Take it easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear your reaction to the conversation on matters this afternoon. My name is Esther Mwachuku. We're streaming live. You can join us virtually in the conversation. It's a hot Wednesday afternoon right here in the city of Lagos. We're currently streaming live. I will not lie to you. I deliberately did not want to join this conversation from the onset because I was upset. Where are we going? What is going on? I wonder if I feel like this. How are other people feeling?
Esther. Anyway, before we begin to take the calls on this particular topic, you heard what I said about the 10-year-old boy who was caught in the burglary? Yeah. It's so painful. It's so painful because I recall watching a video yesterday of a woman who was giving a testimony about how a 12-year-old child plotted to burn down the whole school.
No, she was giving testimony in one of those early
one of those.
programs.
Yeah, so she said her 12-year-old plotted to burn down the school.
She said because her daughter was attending a boarding school. She said she had been changing school until she removed that child from that school. Would you say it's a spiritual?
But this 10-year-old. Let me show you the video of the way the guy. You saw it. He was climbing. If you see, he climbed the thing like rats.
I saw it.
Who sent them?
Choma, is it Baba sent?
I been a hunger.
Which kind of hunger?
I been a spiritual attack. I been at the parents. No, I been you no get any other kind of play. When you were 10 years old.
Waiting, I know.
You no be to play with sand.
Waiting, I know. 10 years old. I think I was just entering JSS1 that time. I entered JSS1.
Even then, no be to play 10.
Wire. Or tinko.
It's not funny, because the things children are doing now. I recall also seeing a video.
Where did this child learn this?
Esther, no, I can't say.
How?
I really cannot say.
What movies were they watching? What kind of friends does he have?
Be like saying that James Bond, 007.
Oh, no, it's not funny. Choma,
it's not funny.
In Oyo,
it really isn't funny.
No, the hunger don't bad, Choma.
Now hunger go make 10-year-old pikin climb roof, go steal.
Where you see the expertise?
You want to tell me if this child goes into the house and says, please just give me food to eat, they won't give this child? Not be one house, or not be two, not be three, before they catch him.
Are you sure nobody then send them? Maybe some thieves, the big boys, because
that's what I'm thinking. Or they've been using him for other operations.
So because the boy is small, the boy if he climb that thing,
they've been using. I think that is the thing. They've been. So this time he decided to branch out and go solo.
So they said, oh, you think send out solo? Maybe the people wait send the boy.
They wait for somewhere.
Then they wait for somewhere.
When they catch and they can't run. So sad.
080 36929933 08036929933. That's the phone number. The WhatsApp number is 081-717-5688 081-717-5688. Let's get to hear from you, and I hope you will not be emotionally into the whole thing like I was earlier, because I don't want to really talk about it. I was really
let me try to get your mind off of that. The Labour Party is expecting 27 APC lawmakers from Lagos to join them soon. Where
are they expecting them?
They're expecting them to join them in the Labour Party very soon. To join them now. The Labour opposition, no.
Wait, maybe it's the faction of the APC people that is disgruntled with how things are being done in the party. But I don't believe that those who are disgruntled will now go and decide to join Labour Party.
That's of all parties. You are looking down on the Labour Party. You are looking down on the Labour Party.
How am I looking down on them?
So even if they want to leave, they cannot go to Labour Party.
Of all parties.
Of all, Where do you want them to go? PDP?
I think this already stipulates the speculation about Julius Abure from the onset, with whatever speculation is ongoing concerning him.
It's Arabambi who's pushing the narrative.
Excuse me, he's pushing the narrative? He just decided to push on the narrative without the chairman of the party being aware of it. It's not a concluded matter amongst them.
Could this be what political analysts talk about, how the APC tries to sow discord in other parties? Maybe the Labour Party is doing the same.
Now, so English, chairman, this already validates whatever the speculations are about what is going on.
All right, let's take your call. 0803-692-9933 on WhatsApp. It's 0817-175-6338. Good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. You have 90 seconds.
90 seconds, no plenty.
Hello, welcome to Matters. I don't pick your call, oh. Hello, are you there? All right, you're going to have to give me a call back. 0803-692-9933. 0803-692-9933. If you would rather send a message on WhatsApp, send it to 0817-175-6338. We're talking about quite a number of topics today, and we want to hear from you. Hello there, welcome to Matters. Good afternoon. Turn down the volume on your radio set.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing? What's your name and location, please?
I'm not doing good. My name is Marshall. I'm calling from Ikeja.
Welcome, Marshall. Let's hear from you quickly.
Okay. So I'm not doing okay because I don't understand how I get to find myself in this type of country where, like, sometimes when things happen, I'm so upset that I'm in this country. This is a country where we hear that monkey took money and ran inside the forest. A country where we're told that snake also swallowed money. And now, police is coming to say that criminal, someone you have evidence, ran away. And is it that You know what?
The thing weak you, Abby.
You weak everybody.
As in, you can't come out and make such a statement. It doesn't make any sense. Like, these people are taking, is it that they are playing on our intelligence? Or I
They
don't
just say we don't
understand.
get brain. They go wake up for morning,
don't
just like they yarn.
They
They yarn
say
dust.
we know they think. So they escape to where? How? These people did this kind of act. These people have the person that was killed. He has family. How
And
do
they
you
want
think
to
they
see
would do this kind
justice
of
done. I
news?
can't imagine.
Do you
Thank you, Marshall.
understand?
Let's hear from others, Marshall. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really
Choma, did you
appreciate
see
your
how
call.
this guy was unceremoniously dumped? And the police is giving us this narrative that they escaped. There's no fear.
Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon. Are you there? Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon.
I am happy to hear your voice today.
I'm happy to hear from you as well. How are you doing? What's your name and
I've
location?
been trying for
Congratulations. We're so glad. We're so glad. We're so glad you could get through. Let's hear from you quickly.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you, sir?
I am beautiful. I am very, very fine.
All right.
I am a brother to your colleague there, the barrister.
You don't remember your brother's name?
Yeah, I've forgotten his name.
All right, go ahead. Let's hear from you on the issues that we are talking about for today, okay?
Please, what I want to contribute now is that my sister, like what this last call now said, the same thing with me. This country has tired person. Look at what happened to us again. That the somebody will shot the House of Assembly. Two of them, they caught them, put them on the cell. Then police allowed them to go. Hello?
I'm
We
with
didn't
you.
hear you. We didn't hear you.
Yes. Look at what is happening in this country. Imagine that young man, they finish his account to finish everything about him. What that man have done. Then they caught two people now. Along the line, the police allowed them to go. What is happening in this country? I want to know. When other people are ruling like IBB, Jonathan, Baba, many of them, we don't know that there's a government. Everybody move freely. But when this APC come into the power, everybody knows that there's a government.
It's quite unfortunate.
I'm telling you.
Thank you.
I'm telling you.
Thank you so much. Let's hear from other people, okay? Thank you so much.
God bless you. God bless. Therefore, let other people contribute.
Yes. Thank you so dearly for your call. Good afternoon and welcome to Matters. Thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon, Esther Wachuku and your other colleague.
Yes, welcome to
Good
Matters.
afternoon. Thank you for
Good
joining
afternoon.
us.
Yeah, my name is Alexo.
Alexa, how is this Wednesday?
I'm good.
All right, go ahead.
Happy afternoon to you guys.
Happy afternoon to you too.
And Chioma, before I even continue, where were you on February 14th? You ran away, Abby.
Hey. 14th, all things have passed away. Please, let's face forward.
No, on 14th you were off.
Anyway, concerning
Yeah,
this
it's okay.
escape of those criminals, that is impossible. And I'll tell you for a fact. This is my experience. While I was in school, I had a family friend who I went to visit at Akure. I think he was his SSR, that means a senior sales rep for one of these top building companies. So I don't know how between their top sales merchant, distributor with the company or something like that. But no, the woman, I think she broke police and arrested me and other two people in the house without doing anything. We slept in the cell for 6 good days. So I'm telling you, this is fact. And to tell you why I said those guys, they cannot escape from police. One, we met a guy who killed, I think killed a friend, and they used that person for ritual, but he was caught and he was also incarcerated in the same cell. And they had to chain him, both legs and hand, in the same cell.
So they always chain up murder suspects.
Yes, now.
They chain them.
That's what
They
is
chain them,
surprising me.
Tell you, even somebody that do not even murder, they handcuff them. So how would these guys escape? If not, there is somebody in the House of Rep in connivance with the police. You understand? There's no way these guys
Or
will
maybe
escape.
those
Thank you
guys,
so
they were
much,
afraid
Alexo.
of the information that those guys
Thank
will
you,
reel out.
Alexo.
Do you understand? Maybe there are some politicians
call
or
certain
some
names.
top persons that they don't want those guys because it's not making making sense. I cannot comprehend it up till now. And the police do it, they no fear. They no fear.
To
they
come
release,
out, come
they should
give
have
us this
kept
kind of
quiet.
information. They make we not even know say something like
And
that
you
happened.
understand? They should have kept quiet to say, okay, we're investigating it,
Or you
or we
go,
want
yeah,
to
die your
at least when
sickness
you,
in custody.
no, maybe when you have eventually apprehended them, you say, oh, maybe that information was false. I'm just
Esther,
saying.
are you propagating that?
I'm not propagating. I'm
us?
telling you that it was insane to bring out such a statement. Do you know how it reflects on you? Do you know how it reflects on the force? Do you know how dire the crime those children committed with what they
are
saw
not
on their
children,
phones?
please. Don't infantilize them. They're
Are you
not
telling
children.
me?
They know what they're doing.
I'll call them children because they're like 18, 19,
Yes,
20. They are very young.
They're under 30,
kids.
very young, but no. They should go in.
You can imagine that, and you had
what
the
they did.
audacity to come and tell us.
No, be small audacity. Audacity
Now,
on
wow.
steroids. Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Esther and my sister Chioma. Good afternoon.
Welcome
Good
to the
afternoon.
conversation. What is your name and your location, please?
Okay, Ikuku from Jakonde.
All right,
Welcome.
Kuku, welcome.
Right. Okay, I'm finding this story very difficult to believe.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to swallow. Let me use Esther, my sister, as an example now, although it's not your portion. It's like you are driving, you have a 10,000 naira in your pigeonhole, and you have someone with you inside that car. There is no any other person. You know that this person, and the person you said that I want to use 10,000 naira to buy fuel. Now, and you know, and that person inside the car know. Now, when you go to fuel station, after buying fuel, you now want to pick 10,000 naira to pay the fuel attendants, and lo and behold, that money just disappear. You will asking yourself, how manage?
Now,
The
spirit.
person will say, I'm not the one. You will say, but me and you inside this car, how can you believe such a thing? Maybe that person will say that money just disappear, develop wings and fly. It's not possible. We need to tell ourselves the truth in this country.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's hear from others. 08036929933. On WhatsApp, it's 0817-175-6338. Hello, welcome to Matters. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. What's your name and location, please?
Hello. Good afternoon. Choma Innocent and Wachuku Esther.
Good afternoon.
Sir.
Yeah, this is Mr. Patrick Innocent. Don't know the only day innocent. So I follow
Let's go. Let's hear from you, Mr. Patrick.
Yeah, it's the Nigerian news. Now wonderful news with the year.
Walai.
But they go say swallow. No investigation. Monkey they swallow. No be tough in the chop something. One that's not going to finish for Nigeria. One that can never finish in Nigeria. None that. This way. Unexpected news that we cannot, unimaginable news is coming up on Nigeria. How can such a thing be talking in a society? A lawmaker was murdered and two people, two escaped. Nigeria is one. As long as that snake that was this, nobody investigated it and nobody catch the snake. That snake is a spiritual snake, not the monkey.
Thank
That's
you.
what we have been hearing.
Thank you for your call.
We're going in Nigeria.
Thank you so much.
All right. Let's take some messages. About 3 messages.
Our people say any person wearing Papa's teeth, now he go take break off. That's not it.
Thank you so much for your call. Let's take messages, Esther.
Good afternoon, Esther Wachuku. Please, the parent of the boy should be questioned because it's lack of parental guidance. Also, the police should question the boy to know people who buy his stolen items. Ewere from K2 Warden Area. That's a good one. Good afternoon, VOP. Give my name. My name is Shakanade. Sorry to ask, is you don't know this country called Nigeria? We're all here together. Hi, Choma Innocent. Sincerely speaking, I'm very happy with what is going on in the Lagos Assembly. Let what brought them together separate them. Ido Henry from Ojo, Lagos.
You don't like peace?
Hi, good afternoon, Chioma. I will ask this question and I want someone like you, Esther and Rufai, even Barrister Darlington, to answer me. It's simple and sincere sentence if we have a country. In an election where all that wasn't to happen happened and winner declared against rules of electoral engagement, chief security was denied visa, and that's chief of defense staff was denied visa, and they see it to mean go to hell. Country where you can't even speak the truth but lies. Country where government officials openly steal billions and man stole chicken to eat and was jailed. Country where laws do not work. Do we have a country? Is one Nigeria not an open scam? All right, Lawson from Ajah. Good afternoon, Chioma. The police officer saying that the two kidnapped the man from House of Assembly are joking. It's a game plan with the police officer in Anambra State. My name is Chibuzo. The police officer in Anambra State, they are joking. This is a game plan with the police. My name is Chibuzo from Suleri. All right, Lawanson. Well done, Chibuzo, for sending that message. I think you tried to clarify your message. Good afternoon, Chairman Esther. The escape of the murder suspects of Honorable Justice is unacceptable and should not be treated like others. The officers that enable the escape should be tried and executed. They should release Mazan Namdekanu. Have a good day. Okosisi from Suleri. I greet you, my sister Choma, and my sister with golden voice. How are you this today? It's a pity Nigerian government have no respect and value for human lives. So if someone says this is a zoo country, can they be wrong from top to the lowest? The small child didn't start today. Let's check on his background while the police are involved in the escape of these criminals. If Honorable San Delifarantimi, who has no criminal record, can be handcuffed, so what's this shameful report all about? Sister Esther and Sister Choma, the snake get hand insider. For Obasa, there is a film titled Clash of the Titans. No film from the Center for Excellence. So Grandma Maggie from Oshodi. Well done, Grandma Maggie. Let's take more calls.
All right, then 0803-692-9933. On WhatsApp, it's 0817-175-6338. We're streaming live on YouTube,
Exactly.
VOP 903 FM. Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Iwere.
All right, Arere.
Iwere from K2.
Hi.
I think
you just
sent
sent
a
a message. You won't use the mouth
Yes,
talk
like
the
I
thing.
did.
I saw the thing take
I
mouth
sent
to
a
reach.
message.
All right, ready? Let's hear from you.
Yes, my contribution is regarding to the two suspects. They said they escaped from custody under the police at Anambra. Well, if we are in a country where people take responsibility, by now I think the commissioner of police in that state ought to have resigned,
Exactly.
or even the DPU, because you can't tell anybody.
Na Naija you
The
dey.
man,
No, but it's true now.
the man died,
It's not making
like, I think it
sense.
took like over
You
a
will
week
resign for this
before they
Nigeria.
could. It took over a month now before they discovered his corpse.
Yes.
Two
And
people
even
were
apprehended the
arrested.
criminals, yes.
It was not even the police that discovered the corpse. It's Agunye Chamber.
Such a suspect should be kept in a safe custody, but I want to believe that police are complicit in that. Just to let the world know that they cannot be able to bring out the evidence on the people behind the death on that Anambra lawmaker. So that is the country we find ourselves. It's just a pity. But the police should be held responsible for that. You can't tell anybody
Exactly.
that the suspect is left on your custody. It's not
Escape.
acceptable.
Thank you. Thank you so much. 0803-692-9933. 0803-692-9933.
It was even Agunye Chamber that caught those boys. It was not even the police. So you see why a lot of them, all the security outfits, especially the Amotekun, once they see these guys like this, they usually take claws
Out
into,
them-
because
don't go
when you
justice.
take them to the police, you start hearing this kind of stories.
I think there are certain cases where you just know that these people cannot be working alone.
They
will definitely have backers.
When they were being interrogated by Agunye Chamber, they said nobody sent them. That what happened was justice just ran into them. It was a coincidence. They were conducting an operation, and then his car ran into them, and he was just an unfortunate circumstance in that particular situation. But with the escape of these individuals, you want to tell me that there were certain persons that were not part of this. And if you remember, this man just won his seat. He just won his case in court.
It's so terrible. The police operatives who allowed him escape, I just want to hear that Ms. Anosuke said they should replace them, period.
Replace
just
who?
point blank.
Replace who?
The police officers should replace the criminals in the cell.
With who? Innocent people.
No, the police officers who allowed them escape.
They should be the ones
Yeah,
to
they
be-
should be the ones to be incarcerated.
Yeah, I won't talk. Police
instead.
don't get shame to release that
To
statement.
release that kind of statement. I mean, we have a lot of messages on WhatsApp. Let's take a few of them. We also have some comments on YouTube. I think I'll begin from YouTube and then move over to WhatsApp. Cyprian Ukudi on YouTube is saying, good afternoon, Chama. Okay, thank you. Toshko Adiele, good afternoon. Look, that is the end of the case. Such politically motivated assassination goes without repercussion because the Nigerian police protect politicians, not law and order. The reason is because poverty is being weaponized even by the people. It's not just the politicians. It also goes to teach a lesson to those amongst us who disguise as reformers of Nigeria who has gone pieces and in tatters. Rin Nwafoeze says, bribery. Nicholas Amadi says tomorrow they will say it's IPOP that escaped them. Tosin say make you send them your pay, make you do you 2.5 gig. King Samson Chimobi says, good afternoon to you. May God help us. Amen. No, uniquely, in that case, release all the native doctors they are holding immediately because Nigeria is a joke. You see where the Anambra State governor said, if native doctors can disappear from the prison, then they are free. I second that. I second it because if you have power, heal thyself.
Abiru.
Doctor, heal thyself.
All right, good afternoon, Sister Esther and Chima. I am Chiemeziem from Ijesha Tedo. The United States of America had to put in more effort to make sure that it wouldn't be heard of again, that the president of their country would never be assassinated anymore, because it sounds like a shame for the president of the most safest nation being assassinated. The Nigerian police force should be ashamed of itself. How do you come out to tell such stories? We're like a joke on the side of the international body. We're not yet ready to build a country. When we are ready, we'll all know. Thank you, Maz. You're welcome.
I'm seeing this message and I find it very funny. Kenechku from First Tax says the same way they allow those guys to escape, they should also make that way for Nnamdi Kanu to escape also.
Esther and Chema, good afternoon. There's nothing that doesn't happen. Nigeria money, monkey swallow money. Police allow a murderer to escape. Nigeria is typically a joke. Daniel from Ushidi. APC and its leadership are celebrating criminality and corruption in the country before the whole world. What a country that allows this type of government. Let us all rise and take back our country from this barbaric leadership called APC and its leadership in the next election. Billy from Ikotu. Since Nigeria is a cock and bull story cooking nation, never serious for once, let me add more heartbroken story. The only business of the day. A 10-year-old boy was influenced by a senior school friend to push and kill her guardian because she treats her badly. A kind of thinking ravaging on the mind, on the children of the society. I wish you a good afternoon today. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Sister Choma. I don't have your personal number. I would like to private chat you. My family is dying of hunger. Please, VP family should help us out, even if it's little, to get foodstuffs. Mommy Paul from Igondo. All right, Choma, you can send your messages later, but you can send your number on the WhatsApp number that you sent that message to. Hello, good afternoon. Favor from Ishudi. All I can say is that those officers should be apprehended in place of those criminals, just like what Mr. Anosike said, and investigated, because I strongly believe that there is an insider that helped their escape. Good afternoon, Choma and AC. It's very painful. That 10-year-old was stealing concerning the escape of two kidnappers. The police know something about it. They are criminals. And for lawmakers, they're welcome to the labor market. Thank you and God bless Nigeria. Tochuku Obizim from Egbeda Akowanjo. Tochuku, thank you. AC. I like that name. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Esther. This is Mike from Suilere. I am afraid they might exchange those murderers for other people. Do you think so?
Here is this message I actually got. What this person says, we're not looking at the issue from his own angle. He says, are those two suspects really the suspect, or the murder was committed by members of the house and political opponents, and they just picked random people to cover up?
No, those guys escaped. We even saw tattoos on their body.
That means it should be easy to find them. All right, Judah Ikami. Judah is in the studio and he's sitting on the seat of the analyst. So we have some questions for you.
Judah,
Ikami, Judah.
First panel. Guinea Kichoro.
Yeah, fine.
Fine. Also, yeah, fine.
You understand me?
Yes, I understand you. Judah, please. Judah, yes, a 10-year-old Peking, they climb wall like lizard.
Like Spider-Man. Baby Spider-Man.
Maybe that's the inspiration.
Spider-Man, the guy that passed through
Spider-Man,
chimneys or whatever for house.
Yes.
In the last days, you should expect anything.
I didn't know you were a preacher.
Think Revelation is what is at play right now. Revelation is what is being displayed.
Of course. Don't forget that there are powers everywhere. There are powers everywhere.
So what powers could be influencing this little boy?
Not devil power.
Devil power. And
but
then
you
the
think
disappearance
it's purely spiritual?
And the disappearance of the suspects that were apprehended that killed Justice Mbata of a Labour Party, that disappeared to now power, spiritual powers.
That one did not disappear. Political powers.
Oh, that's political powers.
Of course.
In Oyo State, spiritual powers.
Of course.
Today, how you doing?
How many kind of powers do we have?
Your head they illuminate. Where do?
In face showing head shine.
I don't understand that.
Where just they reflect light.
You know, my head.
They reflect and they bounce back. The lights they bounce back.
Yeah. Actually, you see, for my family, and so our head they be.
You good.
You know,
good. It means a money
carrier of light.
As you understand.
You understand. But what's really playing out in the news this afternoon?
Well, that's basically what we're talking. A lot is playing out for the fact that the criminals that were apprehended by Agune Chamber and taken to the police, they say they want escort police go where the person will give them moto. Police tell us that they disappear shamelessly. I don't know.
They escaped.
They need to
like Nadim Anjawala.
They need to they need to come and tell us how that happened, because the public official statement they gave could make sense. Plus,
Rara.
Could make sense. Could make sense. And then the little boy too that went to steal, and we're wondering, apparently it's not just one house, he's been doing that. So it's obvious that this young boy is a tool used or weaponized by certain gangs of persons. So because of his small and his structure, the guy has been doing, they apprehended him in Oyo State. Some persons will say hunger, they cause, some persons lack of parental guidance, and all of that, and a lot of things actually is happening this Gen Z period.
That aside, I wanted to ask you what you think about the Osun State local government election coming up on Saturday.
All right.
It's been brutal so far, and I don't know if Adeleke will save, or the Osun people will save Adeleke in court, because if he doesn't have the upper hand, all right, on Saturday, it means that.
What do you mean by upper hand? What kind of upper hand does he need?
If
the
APC,
elections have to take place.
Of course.
I honestly think it should be postponed.
Do you think it should
be? Because yes, there's
a
lot of tension in the state at the moment.
I think he feels it is deliberate by the opposition to ensure that the election is postponed to give the opposition an upper hand. That's why I think he feels it must go. So what he's now advocating for is for proper security from the federal government. Since they don't have state police, then the IGP should deploy policemen to ensure the safety of lives of persons who will come out to vote.
And sorry, let me say that if IGP is to deploy anyone, it's not going to be in favor of PDP.
It's going to be in favor of who?
Of the APC.
How are you sure?
I'm telling you.
You can't say that now.
We know,
can't say that.
In this country, we know what's playing out.
Wait, now you can't say that. Even along with other individuals that provide security, right, on that particular day as well.
And then others.
Why do you think Soludo provided security?
I don't think
they will not be allowed to deploy
in Anambra State. Why do you think Soludo provided security in Anambra State?
No, for that security, we already knew what was going on in Anambra State. How they were killing people and all of that. It was Justice, but I wasn't a part of them. Part of the persons,
but you don't think there are political connotations to that?
No, obviously there are. But aside from other big wigs, 2 people were being killed indiscriminately. So the obvious situation in Anambra is obviously politically, mandated. But now Agune Chamber has come in play. What I'm trying to say is that they cannot bring in Amotekun during elections. Amotekun is for state security, not to help provide security for elections.
Of course.
So if Adeleke decides to ensure that the election goes ahead this Saturday, he has his reasons. Because like Chama initiated, there is tension. That election should be postponed, so people will
Don't also forget that Adeleke beckoned on the president
to do what?
Ask the president to shun his cousin or
but that doesn't,
nephew rather.
The question you're asking now is about the elections to come. You're suggesting. You're saying that election. Do you think it should hold on Saturday or should be postponed because of the incident going on there? And Adeleke too is trying to protect his political party, so they have leverage. And he feels that if that election takes place on Saturday, fine. Now that they're still trying to plan whatever it is they're planning. But if he's persuaded because of the political tension or the upheaval, the insecurity there, to postpone, it will give his opposition the upper hand, whatever plans they're making. The thing is, Jude, whether now or next time, these individuals will continue to constitute mayhem, because to them, they don't care. It's all about power. Power's the ultimate goal. Power's main grab. That's basically what they want. So whether this Saturday or next, it's still the same thing about conscripting security agents to the polling unit, whether it's Saturday or another time if it is postponed.
But for me,
there needs to be a heavy presence of security at the polling unit.
I think it should hold. The election should hold on Saturday, like you rightly said. Whether Saturday or is postponed, what will happen will happen.
All right, Chuma, do we have any more messages to take?
We do have a lot of messages, but it's exactly 3 p.m. on the dot. And we need to give space for Funhouse time to come and try to make the people laugh. As Bill said, that week they carry bad news. God give you that.
Thank you, Choma.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jude, for joining us.
Thank you. Aisan Ron.
He's out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being part of the conversation today. We sincerely do appreciate you.
Esther, jungle justice no good. I want to just take this one. This person said the police should be given to lions in the zoo so that other police can sit up. Martins from First Act Town. Martins. This mind not good though.
My dear,
it's not good though.
I think with how things are, you wouldn't blame people for thinking a certain way, but we're not going to advocate for that.
It's very wicked for you to allow people who committed a murder in such a brazen manner to just escape for whatever reason. If they're co-conspirators, that means some of the money that these kidnappers collected as ransom from their victims or their victims' families, they don't chop inside. So I hope that's not the case. I really hope that's not the case. But we have to go.
Yeah, we have to go. Thank you so much for being part of the conversation. My name is Esther Wachuku.
My name is Chioma Innocent. All of you asking Esther what's happening in this country. Is she the chief press secretary to the president? What do you want her to say? What do you want Esther to say? So this one now, like this, now jump question. No. All right, but keep doing the best that you can to make Nigeria better in your own little corner of the world. It's very, very important. You have an amazing afternoon. And of course, Funhouse time is coming shortly to hold till 5 p.m.
Yes, so the stubborn duo. Yes. The stubborn enigmatic duo. And MC Chooks and Dr. Walkie Talkie
will be joining you shortly. Kizuke will be with you for sports from 5 to 6. And of course, Esther Nwachukwu will be back with the world news at 6 p.m. Have an amazing day and keep enjoying, keep listening to Voice of the People 90.3 FM.